Thank you for coming to our production tonight. This is the tragedy of Othello, Act 3, Scene 3. The scene is a garden outside of the castle. Enter Desdemona, Cassio, and Emilia.
Be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities in thy behalf.
Good madam, do. I warrant and grease my husband as if the case were his.
Oh, that's an honest fellow. Do not, but I will have my lord and you again, as friendly as you were.
Bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he is never anything but your true servant.
I know it. I thank you. You do love my lord. You have known him long, and be you well assured, he shall in strangeness stand no farther off than in a politic distance.
Ay, but lady, that policy might either last so long, or feed upon such nice and waterish diet, or breed itself so out of circumstances, that, I being absent in my place of play, my general will forget my love and service.
Do not doubt that. Before Emilia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. Assure thee, if I do a vow of friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. My lord shall never rest. I'll watch him tame, and talk him out of patience. His bed shall seem a school, his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassio's suit. Therefore be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away.
Madam, here comes my lord. Madam, I'll take my leave.
Why, say, and hear me speak.
Madam, not now. I am very ill at ease, unfit for mine own purposes.
Well, do your discretion. Ah, I like not that.
What dost thou say?
Nothing, my lord, if I know not what.
Was not that Cassio part of my wife?
Cassio, my lord, no, sure, I cannot that he would steal away so guilty-like, seeing you coming.
I do believe 'twas he.
How now, my lord? I have been talking with a suitor here, a man that languishes in your displeasure.
What is it you mean?
Why, your lieutenant, Cassio, good my lord. If I have any grace or power to move you, his present reconciliation take. For if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance, and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face. I prithee, call him back.
When is he now?
Sooth, so humble that he hath left parted of his grief with me, to supper with him. Good love, call him back.
Not now, sweet Desdemona, some other time.
But shall it be shortly?
The sooner is sweet for you.
Shall it be tonight at supper?
No, not tonight.
Tomorrow dinner then?
I shall not dine at home. I mean the captains at the capital.
Why, then tomorrow night, or Tuesday morn? On Tuesday morn or night, on Wednesday morn, I prithee, name the time. But let it not exceed 3 days. In faith, he is penitent, and yet his trespass in no common reason. Say that, they say, the wars must make examples out of the best. Is not almost a fault to make here a private check? When shall he come? Tell me, Othello, I wonder in my soul what you would ask me that I should deny, or stand so mammering on. What, Michael Cassio, that came a wooing with you, and so many a time, when I have spoke of you dispraisingly, hath taken your part. To have so much to do to bring him in, trust me, I could do much.
Prithee no more, let him come when he will. I will deny thee nothing.
Why, this is not a boon. 'Tis as I should entreat you wear your gloves, or feed on nourishing dishes, or keep you warm, or sue to you to do a peculiar profit to your own person. Nay, when I have a suit wherein I mean to touch your love indeed, it shall be full of poise and difficult weight, and fearful to be granted.
I will deny thee nothing. Whereon I do beseech thee, grant me this, to leave me but a will to myself.
Shall I deny you? No. Farewell, my lord.
Farewell, my Desdemona. I'll come to thee straight.
Emilia, come. Be as your fancies teach you, whatever you be, I am obedient.
Excellent wretch, perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee, and when I love thee not, chaos is come again.
Why then, I think Cassio is an honest man.
What dost thou say, Iago?
Did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for a satisfaction of my thought, no further harm.
Why of thy thought, Iago?
I did not think he had been acquainted with her.
Oh yes, and went between us very odd.
Indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Discernest thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord.
Honest, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
Think, my lord, by heaven, thou echoest me, as if there were some muster in my thought, thou too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now, thou likest not that. When Cassio left my wife, what didst thou not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel, and my whole course of wooing, thou creditst indeed, and didst contract and purse thy brow together, as if thou hadst shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. And if thou dost love me, show me thy thought.
My lord, know I love you.
I think thou dost, and for I know thou'rt fully of love and honesty, and waste thy words before thou hast given them breath. Therefore these stops of thine fright me the more, for such things in a false disloyal knave are tricks of custom, but in a man that's just their close dilations, working from the heart that passion cannot rule.
For my Cassio, I dare be sworn I think that he is honest.
I think so too.
I'm trying to find my spot. When men should be what they seem, or those that be not, when they might seem none.
Certain, men should be what they seem.
Why then, I think Cassio is an honest man.
Nay, yet there's more in this. I prithee speak to me as thy thinkings, as thou do ruminate, and give thy words worst of thoughts the worst of words.
Good my lord, pardon me, though I am bound. Is that anywhere? Are you on the page? No. No, just keep going. Okay. Good my lord, pardon me. Though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to. Utter my thoughts, why, say they are vile and false. All, where is that palace whereinto foul things sometimes intrude not? Who has that feast so pure, but some uncleanly apprehensions keep leets in law days, and in session at with meditations lawful?
Thou dost conspire against thy friend Iago, if thou but thinkst him wrong, and makest his ear a stranger to thy thoughts.
I did receive. Oh wait, I think I have that. Oh, where did it go?
This is such a bad performance.
I don't know. I do beseech you, though I perchance I am vicious in my guess, as I confess it is my nature's right to aspire to abuses, and of my jealousy shapes faults that are not, that your wisdom then, from one that so imperfectly conceits, would take no notice, nor build yourself a trouble, out of his scattering and unsure observance. It were not of your quiet nor your good, nor for my manhood, honesty, and wisdom, to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls. Who steals my purse, steals trash, 'tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I'll know thy thoughts.
You cannot, if my heart were in your hand, nor shall not, whilst 'tis in my custody.
Ha!
Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock that meat and feeds on. That cuckold lives in bliss, who certain of his fate loves not his wronger. But oh, what damned minutes tells he over, who dotes yet doubts, suspects yet strongly loves.
Oh, misery!
Poor and content is rich, and rich enough, but riches fineless is as poor as winter. To him that ever fears he shall be poor. Good God, the souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy.
Why is this? Thinkst thou I make a life of jealousy, to follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No, to be once in doubt is once to be resolved. Exchange me for a goat when I shall turn the business of my soul to such explicit and blown surmises that do not interference. 'Tis not to make me jealous to say my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays and dances well. Where virtue is, there are more virtuous. Nor from mine own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her revolt. For she had eyes and chose me, no Iago. I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove, and on the proof there is no more but this, away at once with love or jealousy.
I am glad of this, for now I shall have reason to show the love and duty that I bear you with franker spirit. Therefore, as I am bound, receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof. Look to your wife, observe her well with Cassio. Wear your eye thus, not jealous nor secure. I would not have your free and noble nature, out of self-bounty, be abused. Look to it. I know your country disposition well. In Venice they do let God see the pranks they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave it undone, but keep it unknown.
Dost thou say so?
She did desert her father marrying you, and when she seemed to shake and fear your looks, she loved the most.
And so she did.
Why, go to then. She that so young could give out such a seeming, to seal her father's eye up close as oak. He thought 'twas witchcraft, but I am much to blame. I humbly do beseech you of your pardon, for too much loving you.
I am bound to be forever.
I see this hath a little dashed over your spirits.
Not a jot, not a jot.
Trust me, I fear it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke comes from my love. But I do see you're moved. I am to pray you not to strain my speech, to grosser issues, not to larger reach than to suspicion.
I will not.
Should you do so, my lord, my speech should fall into such fire success which my thoughts aimed not. Cassio is my worthy friend. My lord, I see you're moved.
No, not much moved. I do not think but Desdemona's honest.
Long live she so, and long live you to think so.
And yet how nature erring from itself.
There's the point. As to be bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree, whereto we see in all things nature tends. Foe, one may smell in such a while most rank, foul disproportion, thoughts unnatural, but pardon. I do not in position distinctly speak of her, though I may fear her will, recoiling to her better judgment, may fall to match you with your country forms, and happily repent.
Farewell, farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Sit on thy wife to observe. Leave me, Iago.
My lord, I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature, doubtless, sees and knows more, much more than he unfolds.
My lord, I might entreat your honor to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time. I'll go to spit that Cassio have his place. For sure, he fills it up with great ability. Yet if you please to hold him off a while, you shall by that perceive him and his means. Note if your lady strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity. Much will be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my fears, as worthy cause I have to fear I am, and hold her free, I do beseech your honor.
Fear not my government.
I once more take my leave.
This fellow is of exceeding honesty, and knows all qualities, with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard, though that her gisses were my dear heartstrings, I'd whistle her off, and let her down the wind, to prey at fortune. Happily, for I am black, and have not those soft parts of conversation that chamberers have, or for I am declined into the vale of years. Yet that's not much. She's gone, I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. O curse of marriage, that we can all call these delicate creatures ours, and not their appetites. I had rather be a toad, and live upon the vapor of a dungeon, than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' uses. Yet 'tis the plague of great ones. Prerogative are they less than the base? 'Tis destiny unchainable, like death. Even this forked plague is fated to us, when we do quicken. Look where she comes. If she be false, oh then, heaven mocks itself. I'll believe it not.
How now, my dear Othello, your dinner, and the generous islanders, by you invited, do attend you presents.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon thy forehead here.
Oh, I need this, hang on. Faith, that's with watching. 'Twill away again. Let me but bind it hard within this hour. It will be well.
Your napkin is too, I can't see my words out. Your napkin is too little. Let it alone. Come, I'll go in with you.
I'm very sorry that you are not well.
Exit. Oh crap. I am glad I have found this napkin. This was her first remembrance of the Lord. My wayward husband hath 100 times wounded me to steal it. But she so loves the token, for he conjured her, should she ever keep it, that she reserved it evermore about her to kiss and talk to. I'll have the work taken out, and give to Iago. What will he do with it? Heaven knows, not I. I've nothing but to please his fancy.
How now, what do you have here alone?
Do not you chide, I have a thing for you.
A thing for me? It is a common thing.
Ha!
To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now for that same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona, that which so often you had bid me steal.
Hast stolen it from her?
No faith, she let it drop by negligence, and to thy advantage I began here, took it up, look, here it is.
A good witch, give it to me.
What will you do with it, that you have been so earnest to give me flitch?
Why, what's that to you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give it me again. Poor lady shall run mad when she lack it.
Be not unknown on it. I have use for it. Go, leave me. I will in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin, and let him find it. Trifles light as air are to be jealous, confirmation strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in her nature's poisons, which at the first are scarce found to distaste, but with a little act upon the blood, burn like the mines of sulphur. I did say so. Look where he comes, not poppy, nor mandragora, nor all the drowsy syrups of the world shall ever medicine thee to that sweet sleep which thou oughtest yesterday.
Ha! Ha! False to me!
Why, how now, General? No more of that.
Avaunt, be gone! Thou hast set me on the rack. I swear 'tis better much to be abused than but to know little.
How now, my lord?
What sense had I offered stolen hours of lust? I sought not, thought it not, it harmed not me. I slept the next night well, fed well, was free and merry. I found not Cassio's kisses on her lips. He that is robbed, not wanting what is stolen, let him not know, and he is not robbed at all.
I am sorry to hear this.
I had been happy if the general camp, pioneers and all, had tasted her sweet body, so I had nothing known. Oh, now forever, farewell the tranquil mind, farewell content, farewell the plumed troops, and the big wars that make ambition virtue. Oh, farewell, farewell the knight and steed and the shrill trump, the stirring drum, thy ear-piercing fife, the royal banner in all quality, pride, pomp and circumstance of glorious war, and oh, you mortal engines, whose rude throats the immortal Jove's dread clamour is counterfeit. Farewell, Othello's occupation's gone.
Is it possible, my lord?
Villain, be sure thou prove my love of Lord. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof, or by the worth of man's eternal soul, thou hast been better have been born a dog than answered my wicked wrath.
Is it come to this?
Make me see to it, or at least to prove it, that the probation bear no hinge nor loop to hang a doubt on, or woe upon thy life.
My noble lord,
if thou dost slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse. On horror's head horrors accumulate. Do deeds to make heaven weep, all earth amaze. For nothing canst thou to damnation add greater than that.
oh grace, oh heaven forgive me. Are you a man? Have you a soul or sense? God be with you. Take mine office, O wretched fool, that livest to make thine honesty a vice. O monstrous world, take note, O world. To be direct and honest is not safe. I thank you for this profit, and from hence I'll have no friend. I'll love no friend, sith love breeds such offense.
Nay, say, thou shalt be honest.
I should be wise, for honesty's a fool, and loseth that it works for.
By the world, I think my wife be honest, and think she is not, and think that thou art just, and think thou art not. I'll have some proof. My name, that was as fresh as Dane's visage, is now begrimed and black, as face mine own. If there be cords or knives, poison or fire, or suffocating streams, I'll not endure it, would I were satisfied.
I see, sir, you are eaten up with passion. I do repent me that I put it to you. You would be satisfied.
Would? Nay, and I will.
And may, but how? How satisfied, my lord? Would you, the supervisor, grossly gape on, behold her tupid?
Death, indignation, oh.
It were a tedious difficulty, I think, to bring them to that prospect. Damn them, then, if the ever mortal eyes do see them bolster more than their own. What then? How then? What shall I say? Where's satisfaction? It is impossible you should see this. Were they as prime as goats, as hot as monkeys, as salt as wolves in pride, and fools as gross as ignorance made drunk. But yet I say, if imputation and strong circumstances, which led directly to the door of truth, will give you satisfaction, you may have it.
Give me a living reason she is disloyal.
I do not like the office, but sith I am entered in this cause so fair, pricked to it by foolish honesty and love, I will go in. I lay with Cassio lately, and being troubled with a raging tooth, I could not sleep. There are a kind of men so loose of soul that in their sleeps will mutter their affairs. One of this kind is Cassio. In sleep I heard him say, Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary, let us hide our loves. And then, sir, would he gripe and wring my hand, cry, Oh, sweet creature, and then kiss me hard. And if he plucked up kisses by the roots that grew upon my lips, then laid his leg over my thigh, and sighed and kissed, and then cried, Cursed fate that gave thee to the morn.
Oh, monstrous, monstrous!
Nay, this was just a dream.
But this denoted a foregone conclusion.
And this may help to thicken other proofs that do demonstrate thinly.
I'll tear her all to pieces.
Nay, but be wise, yet we see nothing done. She may be honest yet. Tell me about this. Have you sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
I know not that, but such a handkerchief. I'm sure it was your wife's. Did I today see Cassio wipe his beard with?
If it be that.
If it be that, or any that was hers, it speaks against her with the other proofs.
Oh, that the slave had 40,000 lives. One is too poor, too weak for my revenge. Now do I see 'tis true. Look here, Iago. All my fond love thus do I blow to heaven. 'Tis gone. Arise, black vengeance, from the hollow hell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and hearted throne, to tyrannous hate. Swell bosom with thy freight, for 'tis of aspic's tongue.
Yet be content.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
Patience, I say. Your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago, like to the Pontiac sea, whose icy current and compulsive course, never retiring ebbs, but keeps dew on the Perpontic and the Hellespont. Even so my bloody thoughts with violent pace shall never look back, never ebb to humble love, till that capable and wide revenge swallow them up. Now, by yon marble heaven, in the due reverence of a sacred vow, I here engage my words.
Do not rise yet. Witness your ever-burning lights above, your elements in that clippos round about. Witness that here Iago doth give up the execution of his wit, hands, heart, to wronged Othello's service. Let him command, and to obey shall be in me remorse. What bloody business ever?
I drink thy love, not with vain thanks, but with acceptance bounteous, and will upon thy instant put thee to it. Within these 3 days, let me hear thee say that Cassio is not alive.
My friend is dead, 'tis done at your request, but let her live.
Dang her, lewd nix! Oh, dang her, dang her! Come with me apart, I will withdraw to furnish me with some swift means of death, for the fair devil, now art thou my lieutenant.
I am